people. My name is Martin K, and today is another episode of News on the Spectrum. That's right. What did I do this weekend? Well, on Friday I had a company party. That's right. I ate some food, I drank some drink, I talked with my colleagues, which I saw also this week. Therefore, there wasn't a lot of surprising news. That's right. From the surprising news, I was wearing a shirt instead of looking like a bum, as I usually do. Then me and my girlfriend went for some drinks with my family, just chit chat, having a good time, this kind of stuff. On Saturday, what did I do on Saturday? Well, on Saturday, what did I do on Saturday? I wasn't hangover, which is surprising. I was just tired. I was extremely tired. We watched some movies. Uh, Babies, what will we do on Saturday? Okay, my girlfriend also doesn't know what. Oh yeah, yeah. So after the long discussion, we figured out what we were doing on Saturday. This is what happens when you turn 30. All right, you turn 30, you start forgetting shit. Every day seems the same. So we went to Brazilian brunch to see what Brazilian people are eating. Turns out they're eating food. I was shocking because I didn't know what Brazilians eat. There actually some stuff were good, like some sauces, which is okay. Okay, so today episode gonna be about Vietnam, Vietnam, Vietnam. That's right. What do I know about Vietnam? Well, Vietnam is famous for winning the wars with United States, but less known fact, Vietnam actually fucked up other countries too. If you think about it, they won some significant wars with some superpowers. They won with United States, they won with China, and they won with France. That's right. So three out of five United Nation Security Council members. That's right. If they would fuck up England and Russia too, best country on the planet. The capital is Hanoi or Ho Chi Minh. No, I think it's Ho Chi Minh City. Yeah, it's Ho Chi Minh City. You guys have beautiful beaches and a lot of great food. You have this soup named pho, which is great, especially when you hang over. You dying like, oh my god, what I'm gonna do? Eat a soup, and then you're eating the soup, and ta-da, you turn into Vietnamese person. No, just kidding. No, the soup is great. Also, I know a lot of other stuff. We do have like a minority of Vietnamese people in Poland. In general, no one ever complained about it. Everybody's saying, hardworking and stuff, opening restaurants, and they have their own marketplace. When they all use the same ID just to stay in Poland, 30 people, one ID. And what else do I know about Vietnam? You guys like scooters, that's right, and I think that's the main invention of Vietnam, a scooter. If you see a scooter for some reason, it's too irresistible to not drive it. So you jump on the scooter and you drive it. That's right. What else do I know about Vietnam? You won the wars. You had good tourism. I think there is still communism, but this is this kind of Chinese version of communism where you have private companies, but you still have one ruling party. If you don't revolt, if you don't complain about it, maybe it's good. I haven't heard about like any critical situation in Vietnam related to it. But then probably I will get flamed in the comments like, no, they're actually arresting people and stuff. Could be. Could be. Okay. Main export of Vietnam, I guess it's food or Vietnamese people. Oh, there's a lot of Vietnamese people in Czech Republic too, for some reason. I know Poland, Czech Republic, probably like during communist times when you guys came. Okay, so let's go with the news. The first news are coming from the website called Tadam My News. That's right, very surprising name for the news website. Okay, so Vietnam bride gifted lavish dowry of 100 civet cats worth $70,000 to generate future income. That's right. Someone got married and then they got cats. A 22-year-old also lent gold bars and property, but cat gifts prompt concerns over animal exploitation. How do you even give someone 100 cats? Like, okay, I love you so much. This is the gift. 100 cats. And none of them is Tom and Jerry. A Vietnamese woman who received a lavish dowry from her parents of 100 civet cat. What the fuck is a civet cat? Gold bars, cash, company shares, and several high value properties. How fucking pretty is this girl? Like seriously, like you get fucking gold, company shares, properties, and cats. God damn, she gonna end up as a cat lady with a husband. Two unidentified 22-year-old comes from southwestern Vietnam and was married last May. As part of her dowry, her parents gave her 100 female civet cats, all capable of breeding, which an estimated value of 1.8 billion Vietnamese dong. Seriously, your currency is named dong. Suck my dong. I'm not gonna hate on your currency, right? But still here is dong. I know maybe dong doesn't mean dick in Vietnamese. It also included 25 tiles of gold, 500 million dongs, which is 20,000 in cash, company shares worth 300 million dongs, seven properties, and other valuable assets. Jesus Christ, god damn. In return, the groom's family offered a bride price of 10 taels of gold, 200 million dongs in cash, and diamond jewelry. Dowries remain an important tradition in many Asian countries, yeah, especially when you give a cat, symbolizing family wealth and the parents' commitment to supporting their daughter's new life. The bride father Ho Chi Minh Hong. Oh yeah, by the way, 60% of Vietnam last name have a last name. Vietnamese people have a last name Nguyen. That's right. That I remember. That's a fun fact. Yeah, for some reason, 60% Nguyen. You're working with some clients. Oh, Mr. Nguyen, hello. And there's another one. Oh, Mr. Nguyen is here. You come in. Oh yeah. Wait a second. That's a different person. Oh, that's right. The bride father, Hong Chi Minh Tam, said all his children have taken over the family business after graduating from university, and he wanted his daughter to own asset that could generate income. And that's a smart father. That's right. That's a smart father. He said he would fully support her decision whether he chose to raise the cats or sell them. All right. My daughter is a business school graduate. She is fully capable of managing these assets. I think you should like combine university studies for this kind of job. You should be like a veterinarian and a business manager. No matter the method, it ensures her financial independence. Civet cats are valuable asset in Vietnam. A female that has given birth can be worth around $700, while a pregnant one can fetch up to 27 million dong. Could you please like establish one currency? Okay, so what's the value part? The value part comes from the role in producing kopi luwak coffee. Ah, all right. So they eating the coffee beans, they shitting them, and people making them coffee out of them because apparently they have no other problems in life. Yeah, you can like buy a regular coffee and it's still gonna be good. Like you have to be extremely unlucky to find a bad coffee. Okay, so then they telling how's the oh, they're not eating the coffee beans, they're eating coffee cherries, whatever that means. And yeah, I don't, well, fuck that. I'm not drinking, sorry. I like coffee, but this kind of coffee, hey, I'm gonna have my shit anyway after the coffee, so I don't need to drink shit to have shit, all right? I can drink regular coffee. hmm Okay, so they captured from the wilds, and there's concerns, all right? And everyone is concerned. Oh shit. One online observer said, while in China people are still competing over cash dowries, Vietnamese tycoons are already giving away entire industry chains as dowries. That's right. You're getting married and bam, you have a McDonald's. Or a chain of Vietnamese restaurants in Poland, which is also a good money. Yeah, once I saw a boss of one of the Vietnamese places and the guy looked rich. The guy looked rich. Another said this is the real way to raise a daughter. Teaching her to fish is better than giving her a fish. The person who came up with this saying is stupid. Just give her a fish, all right? She will like eat a fish. It'll be fine. Also, cats they eat fish too. However, the third said, behind the luxury animal exploitation, we should reflect on ethics and using wildlife in business and marriage transactions. That's right. You should do that. Be a good person. Don't give someone a cat. Give them a dog. Dogs are better. I like dogs. I don't have a dog. I'm too lazy for a dog, but yeah. Okay, another part of the news. It's coming from VN Express. All right, all right. A 30 centimeter eel removed from man gastrointestinal tract. All right, so basically, translating it to plain English, someone put an eel up his ass. People are crazy. What the fuck? Like, just yeah, don't buy a dildo. Maybe you don't need an eel. They have the electric ones these days. They're probably moving or something. A man in northern Quang Ninh province was sent to a medical center for intestine stomach ache, only to be revealed that 30 centimeter long eel was inside his gastrointestinal tracts. Tracts, yeah, yeah. So in the S. The patient, a worker from nearby Lang Son province, was sent to medical center on Wednesday. Ultrasound and X-ray scans revealed that the eel was located within his body. I'm not going to say this word final. And perforated his intestines, resulting in peritonitis. You could buy a dildo, dude. You could buy a dildo that would be less problems. Probably the same type of orgasm. I don't know. I never put a eel up my ass or a dildo, but I guess it would be similar. You don't have to torture an animal. The eel was probably like, what the fuck? Where am I? Why is it so dark in here? Because you're in the ass. Check that ass. Watch yourself. Move your ass. Okay, so surgeons later removed an eel that was 30 centimeters long from his body, as well as cutting away a necrotized section of the rectum, which is probably a dead part of the rectum, and created artificial stomach. That's right. You want to put some eel in your ass, and now you have the artificial stomach. Congratulations, man. Following the surgery, the patient continued to be monitored at center, yes, if just in case he's not gonna put another eel in his ass. It has not been confirmed exactly how the eel got inside the man's body. Well, I will tell you how it goes. The guy was like, "Hey, I'm bored. I would like to have some new sensation. Mom, let me put some eel." I know guys are fucking horny as shit, so probably someone put an eel up his ass just to have an orgasm.
And now is the time for news from Czechoslovakia. Czechoslovakia still doesn't exist.
All right, so now is the time for the second part of the news. We talked about eel in the ass. That's right. Someone put an eel up his ass and thought because he thought it was a good idea. It wasn't. Now he has an artificial stomach. And we spoke about someone got cat for their marriage, which seems like a bad idea. Seems like, yeah, exactly. Like if you would be poor and you would say someone like, oh, someone gave me cat as a gift for marriage, you'd be like, oh my God, they are poor. But if you're rich and you get cat, suddenly it's like, oh my God, it's so amazing. What the fuck? It's a cat. Um, so now the news are about, they're also from VN Express. Okay, illiterate chef. Illiterate. He couldn't read, he couldn't write. As police investigated possible violation by a private owned automotive registration center, Ho Chi Minh City, which is the capital, and an IB district, in January, they found that its director, Ho Hu Tai, cannot read or write. How do you get a job? How do you even apply for a job when you cannot write down? Um, hey, I want a job. All right, can you please give me my CV? No, I can tell you my CV. Okay, but can you write it down at least? No, I can't. Okay, but how do you expect we'll give you a position? I know the owner. Oh yeah, here's the position. Police then found Thai, 52, is illiterate, but worked as a chief of a center as it belongs to a man who owes him money. Ah, exactly. That's a scam. So he basically don't know how to read or write, but he has people who owe him money, and that would be as a service. You don't have to give me back the money. Just make me a director of your company. I went, fair deal. Before 2019, all vehicle registration centers were state agencies. Then government allowed private operators to set them up if they meet certain conditions. Well, apparently, knowing how to read and write wasn't one of those conditions. That year, Nguyen Tan Phong, 42, opened the center. During the COVID pandemic, the center suffered losses and Phong had to borrow money from Thai. In return, he made Thai the center director and transferred part of his ownership to him. Both Thai and Phong were arrested as police looked into a series of violations, including bribery and forgery of documents, as many vehicle registration centers across Vietnam. Yeah, if your documents get forged by a guy who cannot write, I'm pretty sure you're gonna get caught. I'm pretty sure you're gonna get caught because I do believe if you want to forge documents, you need some skills. You need some proper skills how to do it, and you don't know how to write your own name. Well, it's gonna be tough. Okay, people, and the last part of the news. Uh, Vietnamese Express again, international. A fish jumps down man's throat. Yeah, actually, in ChatGPT, when I was asking for news for Vietnam, you guys do a lot. You have a lot of news about some animal in various parts of your body. I don't know. Is it a trend in Vietnam? Just put a fish in your throat, eel up your ass, and then go for a party. Ta-da! You saved money on alcohol. A man in Mekong Delta, Kien Khang province, had to get medical help after a fish jumped into his throat and couldn't get it out. Ooh, that's bad. The 55-year-old man was trying to catch fish when climbing perch jumped into his mouth and went down his throat. Maybe he didn't want to fish to get away, so he tried to catch it with his mouth because he thought he's a tiger, and then she got into his mouth. Or again, it was a sex stuff. He tried to get it out but could only push down further. Instead, the spines of the fish injured his throat, caused bleeding. Oh, that's bad. The patient was taken into the Gyeongryang District Medical Center for emergency medical help late last week. On Wednesday, Dr. Nguyen, again another Nguyen, 60% of the country, same last name, what the fuck, Hong Huang Kwai, head of the center, Jesus Christ, otorhinolaryngology. What the hell? I'm not going to fucking pronounce this word. Ortolaryngology, something like this. Department said the dead fish was taken out of patient throat. It would be actually surprising if the fish was still alive. Or it would be a goldfish. No goldfish, you make a wish. I would want you to jump into my throat. But the organ sustained heavy damage. I shouldn't be making jokes about it. This guy is suffering. The patient received treatment and eventually was discharged after a few days. I've been catching fish since I was small, but I never encountered a situation like this, the patient said. And by this thing, the patient said means that he recovered. That's right, he said it. He didn't wrote it down. Or maybe he's also illiterate, like the chief of the registration center. That's right. All right, people, that was the news from Vietnam. I hope you enjoyed it. And I wish you all the nice rest of the weekend. And my name is Martin K. All right, if you have the news, oh, by the way, if you have the news, I have an email in the description so you can send it. All right, people, take care.